Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Bessent, thank you for being here. I'm going to give you a breather. I got a statement to make that I don't expect you to respond to. Mr. Chairman, I seek unanimous consent to put into the record the statement of various banking committee members with respect to the testimony of Chair Powell in his last hearing here.
Without objection.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, that's a list of members who have indicated that they did not see criminal intent in his comments here before he was in the banking committee. The reason I brought this up is I had a reporter yesterday challenge me on why it was inappropriate for a sitting member to question a pending investigation. I never do that. But I told the reporter I did it because I was actually a witness at the alleged scene of the crime. The entire case against Senator Powell is encapsulated in his answers to questions before this committee. And now, including the chair, we have witnesses at the alleged scene of the crime we're disappointed with Chair Powell. I actually like Warsh as a potential chair, but we've all said that he was testifying and we didn't see a crime. And so I'm reminded, I don't know about you all, I watch Forensic Files. I've been watching it for years. And I'm kind of thinking about the scene would go like this. In spite of 7 eyewitnesses saying no crime was committed, the prosecutor thinks otherwise. And then you hear that music and you cut to commercial. So I do think it's fine for me, being a witness at the scene of the alleged crime, saying that we got a majority of people on this side of the aisle that didn't think a crime got committed either. If we do this sort of stuff, I believe that future hearings for the Treasury Secretary and other members will be a lot like that Chappelle skit on I Plead the Fifth. They're going to be flanked with attorneys, and any time that they think that they're in the middle of a perjury trap, they're probably just going to say, I'll submit it to the record after consultation with my attorneys. Is that really the way we want oversight to go in the future? I don't expect an answer to the question, but I did want to get that off my chest, so I gave a more fulsome answer to that reporter who asked why it was that I was opining on an active investigation. Mr. Secretary, I'm thrilled that you're in the role you're in. I think you're a steady influence. I know that I've been public about criticizing certain president's advisors. You're certainly not one of them. But I do have a question. I actually ran into Senator Warren on the floor, and I said, my goodness, Elizabeth, I call her Elizabeth when we're talking on the floor. I said, you have convinced President Trump to put artificial caps on credit card rates. Good on you. Now, I'm going to do everything I can to kill it, but good on you. I think you even talked to the president about that, right? Mr. Secretary, what would happen if we put, well, I don't know where you are on the policy, but what would happen to, let's just say one area, asset-backed securities, if we imposed artificial 10% cap on credit card interest rates? And then if you have time in the minute, it's the only question I'm going to ask you. What would it likely do for credit card issuers? You're still going to have to rate for risk in terms of debanking or unbanking or reducing access to a credit. So if you could get to the first one, which has to do with asset-backed securities, if you have time, you can go to the second one. Thank you.
Yes, I think we at Treasury are still examining what it would do to the asset security market. I think it would depend on the length. The president has called for 1 year. And we would also see if they were able to cut costs. Senator, because what's happened is we've seen a migration where credit card companies used to compete on APR, or the interest rate, to rewards. And the rewards go mostly to the upper end. So again, the profitability of credit card companies doesn't have to be hit if they concentrate more on competing on rates than rewards.
And work on the spread, but there's a lot of frothiness in there if we don't get it right.
Thank you.